So thank you for being here, taking out your valuable time, and then because you need to spend a lot of time in traveling, etc. And of course, Mara's class is here today. So in the last class, there was a mention about, of course, in the beginning, um, Vidura is asking Maitreya Muni that you are talked about Swayambhu Manu, a glorious devotee, and I heard that in his lineage, the Supreme Lord himself appeared in various different forms. Later in the fourth canto, you will see Swayambhu Manu had 5 children, 2 sons and 3 daughters, and each one's lineage Lord appears. Akuti, Prasuti, Devahuti, and then Uttanapada, Prevrata. In each lineage, Lord appears. Since he's a wonderful devotee, his next generation also wonderful devotees. The Lord chose them as his parents. So I want to hear more about Swayambhu Manu. So in order to talk about the activities of Swayambhu Manu, there was a discussion about the appearance of Lord Varaha, lifting the Bhumandala from Garbhodaka ocean. Because Swayambhu Manu approaches Lord Brahma, my dear father, please give me some service and please give me some place to reside. He tells that where the Manus used to live, you go and live there only. So Swayambhu Manu says that the Manus live on the Bhumandala, but currently that Bhumandala is nowhere visible. Then Brahma goes into trance, understands it is where it is gone into Garbhodaka ocean. Then he prays to Supreme Lord. The Lord appears as a small creature from his nostril, becomes bigger and bigger, dives deep into the Garbhodaka ocean and brings it up and keeps it on its position. While describing it, he also talks about another appearance of Lord Varaha, which will happen much later in Chakshusha Manvantara. When that time Lord appeared for the same purpose, lifting the Bhumandala. As he was lifting the Bhumandala, Hiranyaksha came and challenged the Lord, saying that this Bhumandala belongs to us because the entire universe is ours. How can you take it? Either fight with me or leave it there. So Lord had a good fight with him and Lord liberated him. So now, in the beginning of the 14th chapter, Vidura asked the same question. I want to hear about that pastime. Why and how and when the fight between Lord Varaha and Hiranyaksha took place. So then Maitreya says that I have heard this pastime of the fight between Lord Varaha and Hiranyaksha from an assembly in which Lord Brahma was talking about this entire pastime to the Devatas. So now next question is, when Lord Brahma spoke this pastime to the Devatas. So in order to inform that, Maitreya talks about a background story for that. The background story is one fine day, Kashyapa Muni was performing his evening yajna, Sandhya rites, and one of his 17 wives, Diti, approaches him saying that our father gave 17 of us in marriage to you. 17 of us loved you equally, and more than that, I loved you the most. And all other my co-wives are blessed with children. And not only they are blessed with children, and their children are in good position. Some of them have become Indra, some of them have become Varuna, and like this, all big devatas are all children of my co-wives. And I am left with no children. A woman without children is not respected among all other ladies. So I am discarded by you as well as my co-sisters. So this is not at all good. You are supposed to be a learned man. You should not show partiality. You should be equal to everyone. So Kashyapa says, no problem. I'll bless you with a child, but you wait till the night. This is not the proper time to beget children. And this is the time when Lord Shiva travels along with his Bhuta Preta Pishashas. And when Lord Shiva sees if this is the time people are trying to beget children, Lord Shiva will put the Bhuta Pretas in their home so that they will beget Bhutas and Pretas as the children. So please wait till the night. So she has a problem. So she says that you might say that please wait till the night. After that, you may say something else. I don't have any trust on you. Please bless me with the child right now. Because in the Devatas condition case, I told in the last time also, as soon as they come together, the mother and father, within a Murta time, the child is born. Within another Murta time, the child becomes 16 years old, youth. So because for them, getting children means it is just 2 muhurtas time. It does not take much time. So if the husband is not there, he is gone. No one knows when he'll come back again. He will come back. So she does not want to lose that opportunity. She insisted that we should have children right now. Of course, he talks many things to delay the thing, but she does not listen. So surrender to the will of the providence. He surrenders. And then he takes bath and sits on the same yajna and continue to perform the yajna. The wife also takes bath, comes to husband and begs forgiveness. My dear husband, please forgive me. May the Supreme Lord also forgive me. Especially may Lord Shiva forgive me because he's the husband of my elder sister, Uma or Sati. So, and he should not have any ill feelings towards you as well as to my embryo. So let he protect my embryo. Like that, she prays to Lord Shiva and etc. etc. So then Kashyapa says that because you did not listen to me, you did not respect time, you did not respect the Supreme Lord, you did not respect Lord Shiva, you will have 2 children who will be against to Dharma, who will be against to those people who are following Dharma, and they continuously hate the Supreme Lord and that cause trouble to the entire universe. The universe filled with so many people. They will be the cause of trouble to the entire universe. When the sadhus are tortured by him or troubled by him, the Supreme Lord will appear and deliver them by killing them. So she becomes happy because she was worried. If my children are going to trouble sadhus, if sadhus curse, especially the Brahmanas curse, the person who is cursed by Brahmana will not have any proper destination. They are not even taken care by anybody in this world. Sometimes one example is given like this. Somebody who has been cursed by a Brahmana or somebody who troubled a Brahmana in the past life, they will get leprosy. Especially those people who get leprosy. If not today, but in the past, if you go a few decades back, they were thrown out of the village. They were told to stay in the field or somewhere because leprosy is contagious. If they stay in the village, whole village get into trouble. So they used to send them out. Of course, nowadays, because of the medicine and all, they may be taken care nicely. But that was the case in the past. So like that, she says, even if they go to hell, in the hell also, the other people who are suffering in the hell also, they actually show, they actually does not show any respect to this kind of people who trouble Brahmana to who do Brahmanatya, etc. So she said, whatever it is, my children are going to be killed by the Supreme Lord. As a result of that, being mother of them, I will also be able to see the Lord at that time. Till now, I have not seen the Lord. She expressed, she sees the positivity in that. So Kashyapa says that since you are begging forgiveness from me, Lord Shiva and Supreme Lord, and you are happy that your sons are being killed by the Lord, so one of your grandson will be a great devotee, whose glories will be on par with the Supreme Lord. So like that, Kashyapa only told her. Husband is telling to the wife everything, what is going to happen in the future. Everything is known to them in advance only. So now that chapter ends there. Now what happened next? That is what is mentioned in the current chapter. In the 15th chapter, the Devatas ask Lord Brahma to speak about the history of Diti's sons. And Lord Brahma explains that the 2 doorkeepers were cursed by the Kumaras and will appear as the 2 sons of Diti. So this entire thing, pastime which happens in the Vaikuntha, is explained in the 15th chapter as well as 16th chapter. These 2 chapters are all about this particular pastime. This is a big chapter, about 50 verses are there. So we'll see. Today we'll try to cover up to 25 because these are all talking about Vaikuntha, the wonderful description of Vaikuntha. If we cover, we cover. Otherwise, also don't worry. We'll cover next time. Because they are all like one flow, na? In that way, I thought we'll cover. So now Maitreya, because Maitreya and Vidura are sitting in Haridwar on the bank of Ganga and they're discussing this entire Bhagavatam. So Maitreya is speaking. So all of you together can repeat after me. Maitreya Uvacha Prajapatyam tu tatteja Paratejo Hanam Ditihi Tadara Varshani Shatam Shankamana Suradanat. Someone can read the translation. If you remember just now, I mentioned that in the case of Devatas, as soon as the wife and husband come together, they beget children within a Muhurta time. So this is supposed to beget children in a Muhurta time. But understanding that her two children are going to be the trouble for the entire universe, she did not deliver them immediately. That is one reason. And second reason, she does not know when the sons are going to be killed by the Lord. It may happen near future, it may happen after a long time. She was worried. If I beget children, first of all, they'll cause trouble to the entire universe and everyone will curse me. And second, they'll be killed by the Lord. So I don't want to see the death of my children immediately. Something like that. Any mother will have some kind of compassion for the children. So with that intention, she actually did not give birth to children for 100 years, not one day, 2 days. That is our full lifespan, if at all we live. That many years she bore the child in the womb only. And don't think that the children are growing for 100 years. Aged person is a child will be that much only. It does not grow. Embryo will be of same like a 9 months embryo. What would be the size? That much only. Embryo does not grow further. But she is a pregnant for such a long time. Doing that. Even we see another case studies like Sukadeva Goswami stayed in the womb for 13 years. And our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed for 13 months. So like that. And sometimes they come early also. Lord Krishna came 7.5 months only. And Lord Vamana also came out 7.5 months only. Sometimes they may stay some less time, sometimes they will stay more time. So it's up to their will. Diti, fearing her sons would afflict the Devatas, held within her womb for 100 years Kashypa's sons, who would destroy the power of the Devatas. If they are born, immediately they grew up to youth and they will cause trouble to the entire universe. So she does not want that to happen. So she said, okay, let me wait. So she waited for 100 years. The offspring of Kashyapa would destroy the offspring of others. Because as soon as they become, they will start marching and killing the entire world. So she does not want that to happen. Of course, in one sense, she being a mother, she wanted a son or she wanted some sons who will be settled in a nice position. But unfortunately, coming to that nice position is like a violent activity. So it happened like that. So she's, we cannot blame her. And there is a fault in her also. At the same time, she being a lady, she wanted to have children. Jitna jaldi ho sakta utna jaldi. She held her children in her womb for 100 years since she was worried about them giving suffering to the Devatas, or she was worried that they would be killed by Lord Vishnu. Since she had heard they would be killed by Lord Vishnu from her husband, she knew what is going to happen. She waited for 100 long years. But because the children were in the womb, the children are not ordinary children. We know they are Jaya Vijaya. And now they are going to be born as the powerful Asuras, the most powerful tyrant Asuras. Without coming out of the womb only, they started exhibiting their influence all over the universe. For such a long time they are inside. They can't wait. So that is what is explained in the next verse. Loke te nahata loke lokapala hataujasa nyavedayan visvasuje vanta vyatikaram disha. Being in the womb, they started showing their influence. Just like during eclipse, Rahu shows his influence. He creates darkness wherever the eclipse is there. Same way, when the light of the planets became dim because of holding those children in her womb, the Devatas who had lost their powers asked Brahma about the darkness spreading in all directions. The entire universe became dark. Even when Hiranyakashipu was performing tapasya, His whole body, flesh and skin, everything was burnt by, not burnt, eaten by the ants. Only the bones are remaining. And from the bones, they are coming the fire. And that fire was burning the entire universe. Even when Dhruva Maharaj was performing severe austerities month after month, during the 6th month, he stopped breathing. Because he stopped breathing, Acharya says that he breathed in and did not breathe out. When he breathed in, the entire air of the universe went inside his abdomen. There was no air in the universe. And the Devatas are choked up. So they immediately go to Brahma and then complain. My dear Lord, something is happening. We don't know what is the reason behind this. Please do something. You are the creator of the universe. The universe is under your control. So you know everything about the universe, what is happening all over the universe. You know everything about it. So please tell what is the reason for this. And also please do something to come out of this troubled situation. So they go to Brahma. If Brahma can do something, he will do. Otherwise, Brahma will say, I also don't know. Let us go to Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu will do something. So when in the case of Dhruva Maharaj, Lord Brahma takes all of them to Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu said that don't worry. It is my devotee only performing austerities. Because of him only it is happening. I will do the needful. When Hiranyakashipu was performing tapasya, Lord Brahma tells, don't worry, I will go and stop him. I will do the needful. So it's like that. Something they can do on their own, they will do. Otherwise, they will go to Vishnu and then they request Lord Vishnu to rectify the current situation. So now all the devatas came to Brahma. By the power of the offsprings in our womb, the planets lost their light. Vyatikaram means spread. Basically, the devatas lost their power and the entire universe became dark. Who is giving us light? Sun. The sun lost its power to give light. And Srila Prabhupada writes in the Parpad, our scientists say that there are so many suns in our universe. But Bhagavatam says there is only one sun. So Prabhupada takes that opportunity to tell. So that one sun lost its power. Sun or moon or stars, whatever, whoever is giving us light, daytime, nighttime, they all lost their effulgence. The entire universe became completely dark. Now they don't know what to do, where to go. So Devatas ran to Satyaloka to inform Brahmaji. So Devatas are complaining to Brahma now. Tama etad vibho veta samvigna yadvayam brusham nahi avyaktam bhagavataha kalena sprushta vartmanaha. Yeah. The Devatas are complaining to Brahma. Oh, great one. You know about this darkness, which worries us greatly, since you have all knowledge, which is not destroyed by time. Lord Brahma's knowledge is not destroyed by time, because Lord Brahma's lifespan is about 100 years. He is specially empowered by Supreme Lord. He knows everything. In the Bhagavatam class, if you remember today's Bhagavatam class, Ena Swarochicha Vishwam, Rochitam Rochayamiham. There was one verse in the same chapter. It says that when Narada Muni says, my dear father, I don't see anyone else in this universe. Only you are there from the beginning of the universe, and it is you have created the entire universe, and you are maintaining the entire universe, and everything is under your control. You know everything about the universe completely. I don't see anyone else there in the universe. In the beginning, he says that. And that, my dear son, don't say like that. People in ignorance might say like that. You are speaking on their behalf. But actually, it is the Lord who is doing everything. What Lord does, I'm only imitating. I'm just imitating. That's all. Ena Swarochita Vishwam Rochitam Rochayamyaham. Swa Rochita Vishwam. Everything is created by him only. Rochitam Rochayamyaham. What is already been created, I am recreating. That's all. I am not doing anything big thing. So it's like that. Immediately after that talk, there was a post within Brahmachari group. The Columbus came to India and he caused 1 million Indians genocide. Whoever comes to India, first thing they do that only. When somebody invades in India, First thing, they do two things. They defeat the local kings, they loot the country, they kill all the people. This is the history. Whether Mughals came, before Mughals, the East Indian, not Middle East people came, or French people came, or Dutch people came, or Britishers came, same thing. History is that. Come, defeat, kill, rob, loot. If possible, stay here and loot further. And when there is nothing left to loot, then go. This is the history. Columbus did not come alone. He came and found out there is a place which is filled with a lot of resources. Followed him, there is huge army came. It's like that. First, Britishers also did not come. East India Company sent some messengers who came here as not actually. First people did not come Vyapari. First people who came here is the literist, the people who are expert in literature. They came here saying that we want to learn your culture, we want to learn your education, we want to learn your the achar, vyavahar, etc. And they came, they were learning, and they are also eyeing upon what is happening here, and they reported back everything. This is what is happening here. This is how we can cheat the people, cheat and destroy. And after a few years, they came and did the needful. So that's what history is all about that. Because Indians, we have the concept of Atiti Deva Bhava. Whoever comes, we welcome, and then we treat them as the expansion of the God. So they came and looted. So it is like that. We don't know actually what is the history of India. Many things are kept hidden. They are not openly spoken. So here Devatas are saying that, my dear Brahma, you know everything since you are the omniscient and your knowledge is not destroyed by, because Brahmaji is Guna Avatar of the Supreme Lord, especially embodied by the Supreme Lord. So in that way. This is a verse from 3rd Canto, 14th chapter, text number 7. Where it is said, long ago I heard this story. The head of the Devatas, Lord Brahma, described the story when the Devatas asked him. This is the verse, previous chapter. Maitreya is telling that, my dear Vidura, I heard this story from Brahma only, when Devatas asked him. So here Devatas are asking Brahma, what is the reason for this darkness? Why it is happening? So now Brahma, of course, from 11th verse onward, Brahma will respond, but they still continue. Deva Deva Jagaddatar Lokanata Shikamane Paresham Aparesham Tvam Bhutanam Asi Bhavavet. Please someone read. Little louder.
O God of demigods, sustainer of the universe, head jewels of all the demigods in other planets. You know the intentions of all living entities in both the spiritual and material.
O Lord of the universe, O Lord of the Lords, O crest jewel of the Devatas, you know the condition of all the living beings, higher and lower. They are saying that since you are the creator of the entire universe, you are the creator of all the living entities in the entire universe, you know everything about everyone. So please tell us who is causing this problem. किसके वजह से तकलीफ हो रहा है? Please tell us. So like that they are requesting Brahma. Namo Vijnana Viryaya Maya Edam Upeyushe Gruhita Guna Bedaya Namaste Vyaktayonaye.
Translation. O
Yeah,
original source of strength and scientific knowledge, all obeisances unto you. You have accepted the differentiated mode of passion from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. With the help of external energy, you are born of the unmanifested source. All obeisances unto you.
We offer respects to you, who have power of knowledge, Vijnana Viryaya, who have accepted a body by the Lord's Maya, Mayaya idam upayushe, composed of Rajoguna, because Lord Brahma is the creator. Creation is endowed with mode of passion. So Lord Brahma accepted the service which is endowed with mode of passion. So in that way, we offer respects to you, whose source is the Supreme Lord. Mataji, kindly mute. We offer respects to one who has attained the body of Brahma, who has accepted Rajoguna, who is the cause of, who is caused by the Supreme Lord. Here one word is there, Avyakta Yonaye. Lord Brahma did not appear from the womb of any mother. Lord Brahma directly appeared from lotus. So many times he is called as Aja, unborn. Yoni also called here Avyakta Yoni. So in that way, different words are there. So now, next Devatas continue. Etvananyena bhavena bhavayantyatma bhavanam atmani prota bhuvanam param sadasadatmakam tesham supakva yoganam chita swasendriyatmanam labdayushmas prasadanam nakutaschit parabhavaha. So now Devatas are talking about what Brahma can do. What is the potency of Brahma? Persons mature in their practice, controlling breath, senses, and mind. Jita, Shwasa, Indriya, and Atmana. Controlling the breathing, Jita Shwasa, Jita Indriya, and Jita Atmana. Here Atmanam stands for mind. Attaining your mercy, those who meditate with exclusive devotion upon you, the Supreme Lord, the source of all beings, who hold all the planets together within you, Kara Amalavat, and contain all the devatas and demons, are not defeated in time. My dear Brahma, the entire universe and the people in this world, they are performing severe austerities, meditation, Ashtanga Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Tapasya, Karma Yoga, all these things, in order to attain your mercy. Lord Brahma's mercy in the sense, Lord Brahma as the Adi Guru of the entire universe. So everyone is under your shelter. And hence, you know everything about everyone. It is not that somebody is not in your purview. Everyone is under your purview only. You know everything about everyone. And all the living entities are controlled by time, but not you. You are beyond the influence of time. Ananyena Bhavena can refer to the worshippers of Hiranyagarbha who meditate on that form as non-different from the Supreme Lord. Hiranyagarbha, we discussed many times in the second and third cantos in the beginning. Hiranyagarbha means all the living entities put together in our universe is called Hiranyagarbha. And the Lord of the Hiranyagarbha is Brahma. Because Brahma is the firstborn living entity within our universe and Brahma is the head of Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is the head of Hiranyagarbha. And we said this, if you consider our entire universe to be the body, the universe ke andar, in entire universe to be a person, the 14 planetary systems which appeared from the lotus is the gross body of the universal person. And all the living entities put together, whom we are calling Hiranyagarbha, that is the subtle body of the universe. Brahma is the Jivatma. Brahma is the one Jivatma who is there in that universe. And that universe belongs to him. That's why it is called Brahmanda, Brahma Sanda. And then the Paramatma is Garbhodaksha Vishnu. Paramatma for this entire universe is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Just like we how our body has been disintegrated into 4 different parts, the universe also has been disintegrated into 4 parts. 4 parts. Gross body, subtle body, Atma and Paramatma. Paramatma is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Atma is Lord Brahma, and subtle body is the Hiranyagarbha, all the living entities put together who are there in this universe. The gross body is the 14 lokas where all the living entities are residing. This universe belongs to Brahma. So it's like that. Just like this body belongs to us, this universe belongs to Brahma. So Brahma knows everything about the universe, just like we know everything about our body. If there is any pain anywhere, we come to know immediately. So like that. So that is how we have to understand. So Ananya Bhavana refers to the worshippers of Hiranyagarbha who meditate on that form as non-different from the Supreme Lord. Or it can refer to meditation through bhakti without material desires. Ananya Bhavena, Ananya Bhakti, Ananya Chintayantoma, Mejana Paripaste, Sandhave. The Supreme Lord is the creator of the living beings and he holds all the worlds together within himself. Since he is the total of everything, in the Lord exists all the devatas and all the asuras. Now, in the verse, the devatas glorifying Brahma to be the Lord of the entire universe. And in the commentary, in the notes, Prabhupada writes about Supreme Lord. Actually, the Supreme Lord only expanding in the form of Brahma. Lord Brahma is one of the bona fide representatives of Supreme Lord. So in that way, even though they are glorifying Brahma, that glory actually meant for the Supreme Lord. Brahma is a representative of the Supreme Lord, or is authorized, empowered representative of Supreme Lord. So in that way, it does not make difference. So they continue. Yasya vacha praja sarva gava tanteva yantrita haranti balimayattas tasmai mukyayate namaha.
All the living entities within the universe are conducted by the Vedic directions, as the bull is directed by the rope attached to his nose. No one can violate the rules laid down in Vedic literatures. To the chief person who has contributed the Vedas, we offer our respect.
Now they are telling that we offer respect to the chief person. You are, my dear Brahmaji, by whose words the Vedas and all the living beings make offerings, just as tamed bulls are controlled by a rope. The bull, after putting a nose thread, the bull listens to whatever the master says. Otherwise, no one can control the bull. Same way, through the Vedic injunctions, my dear Brahmaji, you are controlling all of us. You have given us a form and a name. And with that name, there is a designation. We are controlled with that. If somebody is called as a Brahmana, that's all. Unka life pura define ho gaya. You are a Brahmana, you are supposed to do this only. You are a Kshatriya, you are supposed to do this only. You are a Vaishya, you are supposed to do this only. Everything has been defined, predefined. And you are Devata, you are supposed to do this only. This is only your portfolio. You can't go this side or this side. So that's how they are saying that through the Vedas, you are controlling us by giving us form, name, and designation. So this is how the Supreme Lord is controlling all of us. And we have been told as human beings. Human being means we have to do only this kind of activities. Not here, not here. So in that way. Vacha refers to the Vedas. Shruti says, Tasya vak tantre namani damani. The words of the Lord are a rope and the names are ropes. Whatever words Lord speaks, that is the Vedas. The Vedas are acting like a rope. Just like the rope controls the bull, the Vedas, the words of the Vedas control us. And the names of the Lord, from the Lord's transcendental body only comes the designation to us. In the third canto, universal it is said that from the head of the universal form came Brahmanas, from the hands came Kshatriyas, from the belly came Vaishyas, from the legs came Shudras. Okay. And from the head came Sannyasis. And then Vanaprasa, Grossa from the hands came Vanaprasa, or from the actually shoulders it said Vanaprasas. From the belly came Grostas. and from the legs came brahmacharis. So from the Lord's different body limbs only, all the names came. So designation is given, and we are bound with the designation. So now further they say, Sattvam vidasva sambhumam tamasa lupta karmanam abhadradaya drushtya apannan arhati kshutam. Yeah, no one can do anything now if there is no light. Oh Lord, please create auspiciousness for those whose works have been stopped by the darkness. You should see us surrender to you with a glance of profuse mercy. There is no light in the entire universe. No one can do anything. The entire universe has become standstill. They should not be like this. So please do something to correct this subject matter. If sun stops rising, we can't do anything. Pravrutti nivrutti nimittena samaya visheshana. Bhagavatam 5th canto, it says that why there is a distinction of day and night, why the distinction of the months, seasons, years, and yugas. It is all meant for two purposes: pravrutti and nivrutti. Pravrutti means to enable or to facilitate the living entities to perform certain activities. And nivrutti means stop. Not do and don'ts. It is like when there is sun, we perform activities. When there is no sunlight, we stop performing activities. The night is meant for resting, daytime is meant for action. So now things are opposite. In the cities, people are working very hard in the night time and they are sleeping in the daytime. So, but actually it is like that. If you see animals, all the animals get up as the sun rises, they get up. They don't sleep after sunrise because they are clocked with the nature's clock. Only human beings live against the clock of the nature. Because the darkness, there were no divisions of day and night. He has surrendered to you with plentiful mercy. So basically, because devatas, human beings, and every living entity has to perform the activities where as and when there is sunlight and daytime is there, they have to perform activities. Now there is no sunlight. Everything dark. Okay. People are worried and they don't know what to do and how to do anything. So please help us to come out of this miserable condition. Yes, Mithra.
Demigods, 6 months is 1 day here. So in human, in our earthly plane.
Our 6 months is their their daytime.
Yeah.
So it is like this is the Bhumandala. Of course, we have Earth globe Prithvi. That is a small part of this, and sun is revolving like this day and day out. Okay, and just above the Bhumandala we have Bhuvarloka, and above that much bigger area is the Swargaloka. Okay, the sun is traveling here, and today it travels here. Actually, this is good time. Now is January, na? And the Makara Sankranti day, the sun is the bottommost position. Starting from Makara Sankranti, day by day, sun goes above. He goes little above and travels here. Then next day he goes little above, travels here. After 6 months, he will go somewhere here, almost to the topmost point of the Sargaloka. And from Karaka Sankranti, which comes in July, from that onwards, he starts coming downward. Every day he comes down and goes around. Every day he makes one round at a particular height. The next day he comes to a little lower height and makes one round. That is a day for us. But in 1 year, January 15 to July 15 is going upward. July 15 to January 15 is coming downward. The middle, that is called Vishwa. That happens in April 17th. So from April 17th onwards, the sun is entering into the northern portion. The Devata's day begins. From April 17th, as the sun is entering into the region of the heavenly area, then they have daytime. And October 17th, they have daytime. And after October 17th, the sun again comes to lower portion. He has gone to July tak upar. And from July onwards, he is coming downward. So April is in the middle. April to July and July to October. 3 months and 3 months. and October middle say he will come below. Then upper people will have night time. So like that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
See,
Hare
we
Bol-
should not apply our logic on the heaven.
No, I was just-
For heaven, when sun going up and down causes their day and night. Okay. And this is not only the reason, there is another reasons also, but it's too technical to explain now. But this is like very simple. For us, since sun is going like this, we are having daytime. Because earth is stationary, sun is here. When sun is here, this portion of the earth is bright. This is dark. When sun goes around, so opposite part is dark. The side towards sun is bright. That's what's happening. And for devatas, this is their upper portion. When sun goes close to them, they have daytime. When sun goes away from them, they have night time. So in that. In a year, even you can see here also. Now January, na, if you observe 2-3 days in the morning time, if you happen to come for Guru Puja and all, you see sun will be in this side. Yeah, correction. This is east. This is south. Southeast direction. So now in the January month, we see sun mostly this side. From January onwards, if you observe till July, the sun rising gradually changes like this. It goes all the way here now in the month of July. And then July to January comes like this. So in that way, gradually he moves. This we can clearly observe every day. Since we are in the Brahmacharya ashram, we see the window light. When we sit for chanting, the window light, the middle window, sometimes it falls on Prabhupada. Nowadays, it falls on the Prabhupada. It comes like this. Sunlight. Now sun is here, na? It goes this side. And in the summer time, May, June, it falls on this Prabhupada. Exactly. So it is like that. Because there is only one window open, upper. That Jaroka is there, na? Remaining all Jaroka, we have the upper Pachatra is there, Patra is there. Only one window area is open. So that from that only sunlight comes. We can clearly see in the temple, the sunlight shadow going, the window shadow going in this side, this side. That is Uttarayana Dakshinayana. So in that way. So, but whatever it is now, no day, no night. It is completely darkness only. So Bhagavatam says that because sun is causing day and night, in daytime we perform activities. In night time, all of us are supposed to take rest. So that is the purpose of this day and night creation. So now it is full night only because of the influence of the two suns in the womb of Diti. So Devatas are telling, my dear Lord, we can't stay without working. We need to do our activities. Abhi kitna tak hai? 1-2 din acha hai. It's like I'm uske people get bored. Like Corona time. People were happy. For first few days they were happy. No office, nothing. Then when then started work from home, then started all these things. They were worried. They were got a lot of disturbed because of that. Because month after month they were not able to come out. One day they were to open. Now lockdown is over. Everywhere. Like when there was a break now in between 1 month, people were started traveling all over India because they were not traveling anywhere for the last couple of months. Full traveling. So it's like that. So now this is the last verse spoken by the Devatas. They are saying that this is the problem and you are the master. Please do something. Esha Devaditer Garbha Oja Kashyapam Arpitam Tishas Timirayam Sarva Vardate Gnir Ivaidashi. The embryo in Diti, created from the semen of Kashyapa, is increasingly darkening all directions, just as fire increases with fuel. What they wanted to do as soon as they come out of the womb, but the mother is not letting them to come out. 1 saal, 2 saal, 3 saal, 100 saal ho gaya. They could not wait. So being in the womb only, they started influencing the entire universe by creating darkness, Andhakar. And Devatas are saying that it is increasing. It is not darkness like the fog. It is like now it has become darkness like the midnight. Initially, darkness means cloudy weather or fog, and eventually it has become the midnight darkness. And that too midnight darkness of Amavasya. What we can see, no one can see. Even there is no light from stars also. So it's like pitch dark. So Devatas are worried. What to do? You please do something. So Brahmaji asks, so what do you think why it is happening? The Devatas knew that. They said that Diti ka garb ke karan ye sab ho raha hai. Please do something. So they know the reason. So they are telling to Brahma. Now Brahma will respond. Now the story begins. Maitreya uvacha ta prahasya mahabaho Bhagavan shabda gocharaha pratyacheshtatma bhurdevan Preenan ruchiraya gira. Is it?
Lord Brahma, who is understood, tried to satisfy the demigods, being pleased with their words of praise.
So Brahma knows everything. That's what Devada said. You know everything because you are empowered representative of Supreme Lord. You have created the entire universe. You are the Lord and Master of the entire universe. Since you have created everyone, you know everything about everyone. So Brahmaji Asray. Oh, of course, Maitreya is saying that, oh mighty armed Vidura, powerful Brahma, the object of the Devatas praises, smiling, replied to the Devatas, pleasing them with sweet words. Prahasya, Brahma smiled. Matlab, Brahmaji knew what is going to happen. So it is not ending now. It is going to increase more and more. Now only darkness is there. Very soon, after beating Vilaga. Because Hiranyaksha will come, Hiranyakashipu will come. They are supposed to go through a lot of difficulties. Brahma knew all this. So he did not tell that, but he is smiling within himself. Oh, the ignorant praise me. The Devatas are thinking that so some darkness is there. We'll go to Brahma and darkness will go away. But they don't know what is going to come in the future. So Brahmaji is laughing. I am useless to deliver them from this difficulty. He smiled just as an elder smiles at small children. Please listen to an astonishing event that happened long ago related to this present calamity. You know, Brahmaji is going to reveal the reason for this darkness. But uske pehle, he gave a nice smile and he knew that I can't do anything. It is beyond my control, beyond my jurisdiction. You people have to tolerate. This is what Brahma says at the end of the 16th chapter. It is all happening by the will of the Supreme Lord. So I don't have any reason. You have to tolerate only when the Lord appears on his own desire, you will become freed from this trouble. Otherwise, neither me nor Shiva or nor anybody else can do anything. So you have to tolerate. Shabda Gochara means that Brahma was the object of the prayers of the Devatas. Of course, they are all praying. Shabda Gochara also means Shabda Yoni. Lord Brahma reveals the Vedas to us. It is through Brahma only we get all the Vedic knowledge. From Brahma's four mouths, the four Vedas are revealed. Since Brahma is the Adi Guru, he teaches the Vedas to his sons and they teach their students. They teach their students like that. The Vedas are coming to us. So he is the one who is the revealer of all the Vedas. Now Brahma is responding. So Brahma speaks the entire past in this chapter and next chapter. Brahmaji is only speaking the past and what happened there. But in the first section, from text number 13 to 22, there is a discussion of the wonderful description of the Vaikuntha. So that is there. Brahmo vacha manasame sutayashmat purvaja shanakadayaha cherur vihaya salokal lokeshu vigata spruha. My mental sons born before you. Before you means the Devatas who are standing in front of Brahma. The four Kumaras, having given up all desires in this world, were wandering to various planets through the sky. So we already discussed this story, the birth of the four Kumaras in the 12th chapter recently. So as Brahma was busy creating all the things, by the way, he created first the plants, then he created the different variety of animals, then which includes birds also, then human beings, then 8 category of they were superhuman beings also. Then Brahmaji was thinking that yeah, now I have created the expansions of avidya, which are the causes of bondage in this world. Now I have to create the expansion of vidya, who will act as the representatives of vidya, who will be the source of liberation. So for the first time, he created four Kumaras. So Brahmaji has two things. One is to create, second is to spread the knowledge. The four Kumaras are ready to spread the knowledge. So Brahmaji told, my dear sons, please get married and beget children. They said, no way. We are not going to get married and beget children. We want to remain here like this only. And the four Kumaras decided in such a way that we don't even grow only. We'll remain 5 years children only. Then no one will ask us to get married eventually. So they decided to be like that. Brahma became angry. So that, but Brahmaji understood these Kumaras are all good people. They are with good intention. They don't want to get into all this. So now Brahma's anger came out of Rudra. So in that way, the four Kumaras appeared because they have nothing to do with this world. They are completely renounced people. They can go wherever they want, whenever they want, without any restriction. So these people are free to wander anywhere in the entire universe. They can go up Brahmaloka all the way up to Patalaloka, whenever they want, however they want. They are perfectly mystic people. So in that way. So though they have freedom to go anywhere and everywhere, but while going here and there, one day they went to Vaikuntha. That is where all this issue happened. Sa ta ekada bhagavato Vaikuntasya malatmanaha Yayur Vaikunta nilayam Sarvaloka namaskrutam.
They were freed from all material contamination. In the spiritual sky, there are spiritual planets known as Vaikuntha, which are residents of the Supreme Personality of God and his pure devotees, and are worshipped by the residents of all the material planets.
So now the question is, why did they go to Vaikuntha? All of you must have heard, at least in some of the Bhagavatam classes, Sukadeva Goswami stayed in the womb of his mother. He was not coming out for 13 years. What was the reason? Okay. Or reason? That's what then. He said that I don't want to come out because Maya will capture me, something like that. So out of being afraid of Maya, he said, I will not come. Then what are you doing inside? I am experiencing bliss of Brahman. He was Brahmavadi at that time. So same way, the four Kumaras also Brahmavadis. They always speak about Brahman. They always meditate upon Brahman. They always desire to experience the Brahmananda. But the four Kumaras also have other family members, such as Brahma, their father, Narada, their brother. They would always say, Brahman ke upar thoda sa hai, Bhagavan bhi hai. So they would always speak to four Kumaras about Bhagavan. And they also speak about the abode of Bhagavan, Vaikuntha. They spoke many times. And they told very graphically about Vaikuntha and Bhagavan. Because they heard so much about Bhagavan, they wanted to see Bhagavan. And they wanted to see Vaikuntha. How does that Vaikuntha look like? It comes in the 11th canto of Bhagavatam. Because they have heard so much about Vaikuntha and Bhagavan, they paid a visit to Vaikuntha. And this is because Narada and Brahma prayed for it. It is not that four Kumaras on their own wanted to go there, because Narada and Brahmaji prayed that you go there once and experience what Vaikuntha is all about, what Bhagavan is all about. Then you speak about Brahman being the supreme. They said, no, we don't want to go. So they told him, I mean, these two, Brahma and Narada told them many times, but they said, no. But they prayed to the Lord, my dear Lord, please show your mercy upon these four Kumaras. So now being inspired by Paramatma, they are going towards Vaikuntha. Once they went to the abode of Lord Vishnu, who purifies all hearts because he is Paramatma. This abode is worshipped by all people. Sarvaloka Namaskritam. I forgot to put one photo. I wanted to put that. If you remember, our ISKCON painting is there, na? The entire universe consisting of 14 planetary systems. Okay. In that entire Brahmanda, the lower half is filled with Garbhodaka ocean. In the upper half is filled with 14 lokas. The topmost loka is Satyaloka. After Satyaloka, you go a little further, our universal shell begins. Above Satyaloka and below universal shell, there is some intermediate space is there. In that intermediate space is Vaikuntha. This is the Vaikuntha, the place where the Manvantara avatar resides. We have Yoga Avatara. Sorry, not Yoga Avatara. Guna Avatara. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Brahma stays in Satyaloka. Shiva stays in Kailash. Vishnu stays in Dhruvaloka. The Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, who is the Guna Avatara, he stays in Dhruvaloka. That Dhruvatara we see every night. Not in Mumbai, but if you go to GV, you can see the Dhruvatara. In the darkness, you can see. In the brightness, you can't see. So that Dhruvatara is the abode of Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Because Dhruva Maharaj prayed for a place or position superior to that of Brahma. So Lord has to give his own abode and his own position to Dhruva Maharaj. Because superior to Brahma's position is Lord Vishnu's position only. So Bhagavan apna dham unko de diya. Since then it became Dhruvaloka. Otherwise, previous to that it was known as the abode of Lord Vishnu, Vishnupada. So Gunavatara stays in Dhruvaloka. And Manvantara Avatara stays in this Vaikuntha, which is located just above Satyaloka. And this Vaikuntha has been described elaborately in the second canto also. When Brahmaji, at the beginning of his appearance, he performed tapasya for 1000 celestial years. Then Lord Vishnu showed his own abode, Vaikuntha, and he showed all the Vaikuntha Vasis, and he showed himself. And Brahmaji kneeled on his knees and then paid obeisances. Lord Vishnu touched him and blessed him. Then Brahmaji made some inquiries. In answer to those inquiries, he spoke Shloki Bhagavatam. That all happened from this Vaikuntha. And to that same Vaikuntha, now Four Kumaras are going. Same way, just the way Four Kumaras are going to this Vaikuntha, which is just above Satyaloka. In the history, there are two more persons went there. One was Durvasa. When Durvasa unnecessarily found a mistake with Ambarish Maharaj, Lord Sujanchakra came and chased after him. First he went to Brahma, no use. Went to Shiva, no use. Then he went to Vaikuntha, this Vaikuntha, which is above Satyaloka, asking for shelter by Lord. Lord said, no, I can't do anything. You please go to Ambarish Maharaj. And there was another person, Bhrugu. He also went to different places to test all the three deities. Who is the superior among these three? He went to Brahma. He spoke verbal insults. Brahma became angry. He went to He went to Brahma. He did not pay obeisances. So Brahma became angry. He went to Lord Shiva. He spoke insulting words. Shiva became angry. Then he went to this Vaikuntha. And Lord Vishnu was sleeping on the bed. Mother Lakshmi was massaging his feet. He came and directly kicked on the chest of the Supreme Lord. But Lord did not say anything. Instead, Lord made Bhrugumuni sit on his own bed and massaged his feet. So many things happened. Then Bhrugumuni came back. So all these events happened in this Vaikuntha, which is located just above Satyaloka. Yeah. And that Lord who was there in that Vaikuntha when Ambarish Maharaj went there, not Ambarish Maharaj, Durvasa Muni went there, where Bhrugumuni went and tested the Lord, where Four Kumaras went to have darshan. After Bhrugumuni's pastime, Mother Lakshmi, who was there in the same Leela, she was feeling so bad. In front of me, my Lord has been kicked by a Brahmana. I did not do anything to stop that. I am also party to this offense. I need to purify myself. She left Vaikuntha, came to Kolhapur to perform austerities and free herself from that offense. And searching after Mother Lakshmi, Lord came down to Tirumala Hills. So that Lord, for whose darshan the four Kumaras now entering into Vaikuntha. He is situated in Tirumala Hills. So we can also go and have the same darshan. It's the same Lord. Because this past time happened in the recent time only, in the previous Manvantara. Hiranyakshi, Hiranyakashipu are born in the Chakshusha Manvantara, the recent Manvantara. So this is recent.
Then you meant to say this Vaikuntha, then above there is other Vaikuntha. It's like this you were telling, because I thought like this is the Virja river and above all the Brahmajyoti, and in Brahmajyoti all
Vaikunthas
Vaikunthas are there.
These are all Paravayama. They are in the spiritual world.
Okay, so this
This is in the material world.
Vaikuntha.
Wherever Lord is there, that is called Vaikuntha.
Yeah.
Because Lord is Manvantara Avatara.
Yeah.
He comes here to take care of that Manvantara period. And the place where he stays, he can't stay in a rented apartment. He stays in his own home only. That's why we always talk about when Krishna was supposed to come to this universe, he had sent his Golak Vrindavan first. Golak Vrindavan along with Yamuna and Govardhan. Then he came with his family members. He cannot stay in a rented apartment. He stays only in his own home. Even when Lord Rama was supposed to come here, first he had sent Ayodhya. And then he came. Similarly, when Manvantara Avatara comes here, the Manvantara Avatara, whichever Vaikuntha is there in the spiritual world, first that Vaikuntha comes here. Then the Lord comes and stays in his own abode. So it is like that.
So in that only
Brahmajyoti is outside the universe.
Yeah, but then you told because they traveled this
Brahmajyoti se Kumaras Kuchlana. This is all happening within our universe only. They have heard from Brahma and they also heard from Narada Muni again and again. Itna suna jaise hum log preach karte na. Gita padho, chanting karo, program mein aa jao. So like that they heard so much. Now they are going to have a glimpse of Lord Vishnu in his abode. So his abode is here only in the universe. Obviously, na why Vaikuntha is Raya. So one day they went to the abode of Supreme Lord, who purifies all hearts because he is Paramatma. The abode is worshipped by all people. Everyone in this world, they worship Vaikuntha. Obviously, everyone is aspiring to go to Vaikuntha. So everyone worship. Yeah, if you go there with the intention to come back, you will return. If you go there without any intention to come back, you will not come back. Simple, as simple as that. In the past, people used to go to Himalayas, Rishikesh, Badrika Ashram, Devaprayag, and then all these other places. To go there only. That's all. Chardham, bye-bye. They live up to 60 years, then they give the key of Alamara to their daughter-in-law, and they go. And they will never come back. That is called Vanaprastha Ashram. Vanaprastha Ashram means one में प्रवेश किया खत्म हो गए वापस नहीं आने का वापस वन में प्रवेश किया नगर में वापस नहीं आने का. They don't have any return ticket while going. No, any Vaikuntha for that matter. Even Sri Vaishnava says that whenever a devotee leaves this material body with the complete purification, they will not directly go to Vaikuntha in the spiritual world. They will go to the Vaikuntha in the material world, either to Dhruvaloka or to this Manvantara Avatara Vaikuntha. And they serve the Lord here as long as the Lord is there. The Lord will leave this Vaikuntha at the end of the day. Or if it is Manvantara Avatara, at the end of the Manvantara period. So then the Lord takes his own devotees and goes back. For now, Sri Vaishnavas, they are mainly devotees of, to be more precise, Ranganath Swami, Varadaraj and Balaji. Because for them, these three Devadeshams are most horrible Devadeshams. They are the first three Devadeshams. Varadaraj and Lord Varadaraj and Balaji. Srirangam Ranganath, Kanchipuram Varadaraj, Tirupati Balaji. So whatever. So we are talking about this Lord only, na? This Lord is in, yeah, so they'll go there only. Because that Lord only they are worshipping, they are aspiring to go to that Lord only. So wherever he is there, they'll go there. That's simple. Then along with the Lord, they'll go to Paravyama. After their tenure is over. So it is like that. अर्जुन को भगवान ने बाहर लेके गया महाविष्णु के पास लेके गया महाविष्णु भगवान कृष्ण का दर्शन लेना चाहता था, तो खुद आ नहीं पाया, बट बच्चों को लेके गया, इसको बच्चों को ढूंढते ढूंढते वो भी चले गए उधर. So that is, they went outside the universal shells. They went to Viraja river where Mahavishnu is there. They went all the way there. So now the four Kumaras are entering into Vaikuntha. Now Brahmaji takes a opportunity, preaching opportunity. So they are entering into Vaikuntha. Before they could enter into Vaikuntha, Lord Brahma is talking about Vaikuntha to the Devatas, which they already told to Kumaras. Brahma and Narada, which they spoke to Kumaras. Now they are repeating to the Devatas. Now for few verses, there is a discussion about Vaikuntha. Afterwards, the Kumaras' entry into Vaikuntha will be narrated. Vasanti yatra purusha sarve Vaikuntha murtayaha ya ye nimitta nimittena dharme naradayan harim. Please. We hear about 5 kinds of mukti: Sayujya, Salokya, Sarishti, Samipya, and Sarupya. Sarupya means the devotees have similar bodily description as that of the Supreme Lord. The male will have the body similar to that of Lord Vishnu. The female will have the form similar to that of Mother Lakshmi. So in that way, that is called Sarupya Mukti. In that place, all men reside with form like that of the Lord, and they worship the Lord with unmotivated service. Animitta nimittena dharmena. Their service is without any personal motive. Their service is only for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. They have forms like the Lord. They have no personal motives impelling them to worship. They are not worshipping to get something in return. They are just worshipping for the pleasure of the Lord. That is called Animitta Bhakti. Aradayan means that they worshipped since ancient times. They are worshipping from the beginning of the creation. Since it is Vaikuntha, it is Sanatana, it is eternal. And their worship is also eternal. It is not a time bound. It is going on and it will go on for the rest of eternity. So these are some pictures of Vaikuntha. We'll get to see. Here you see, all the men are like Lord Vishnu. All the women are also like Mother Lakshmi only. Not good resolution. That's what I had. So in the second canto, 9th chapter, there was a description about the bodily form of the Vaikuntha Vasis, not Lord Vishnu. These 2 verses are talking about the description of the Vaikuntha Vasis. The inhabitants of Vaikuntha are dark in complexion and effulgent. Shamavadata Shatapatra Lochana. Of course, Shamavadata. Their bodily complexion is like that of Lord Vishnu, Shama, and they are effulgent. They have lotus eyes. Shatapatra Lochana. Pishanga Vastra. They wear yellow cloth, Pitambara, and pleasing demeanor and are youthful. Surucha and Supeshasha. They are youthful and they are pleasing to look at. In the case of Vaikuntha Vasis, what to speak of that? Even in the case of Brahma and all the Devatas, they never grow old. As long as they are living, they remain youthful. Santam Vayasi Kaishore. They are always in the age of Kaishora. From age 1 to 5, it is called Pauganda or Balya. From 6 to 10, Kaumara. No, sorry, actually, I'm wrong. 1 to 5 is called Kaumara. Kaumaram Acharet Prajno, Prahlad Maharaj says. And 6 to 10, Pauganda. 11 to 15 is Kaishora. 16 to 25 is called Yavana. 25 to 65 is called Prauda. 65 onwards, Ruddha. And then Kirti Cheshlu. So, in that way. So, 11 to 15 is Kaishora. 16 to 25 is Yavana. Lord Krishna never enters into 16th year. We always say that Lord Krishna's age is 16 years. He looks like 16 years old by. That means the 16th year just began. It did not advance further. He is entering from 15 to 16 now. That means he's still connected to 15 only. That's why he's always called Santam Vayasi Kaishore. He always looks like a boy who is just completing 15 and entering into 16. That is the bodily description of the Supreme Lord. Not only Lord, Lord's friends are also like that. They will never grow further. Even Brahma is also like in Nectar of Devotion. If you have studied after Bhakti Shastri, that means from 20th chapter onwards, there are many 60 chapters are there. We only studied 19 for the Bhakti Shastri. There is the description of 64 qualities of the Supreme Lord, out of which 50 qualities are available for Brahma and can be seen to some extent in all the living entities. One of the 50 qualities is Nitya Nutana. They are always in youthful form. They don't grow old. So this is there full in Vaikuntha Vasis. They never go old because they are also having Sarupa Mukti. And Lord Brahma also never grows old beyond 16 years. And all the Devatas also, they don't grow old. That Janma Mrityu Jaravadi Visena, they are mainly in Bharata Varsha. All the Devatas, they remain youthful. They are only time bound. As soon as their time is over, they are thrown out of the heaven. There is no physical death in the heaven. And how do they know their lifespan is ending? They have a garland. That garland fades. Their body never fades. They always remain youthful. Only the garland, when the garland fades, they understand that abhi ho gaya hamara. So in the Bhumandala, there are many Dvipas, Varshas, all these things are there. Except Bharata Varsha, all other places, their lifespan is fixed. They live for 10,000 years. And it is said that their wives give birth to children in the 10,000th year. When the wives started giving birth to children, that means their lifespan is over. 9,999 years, they remain normal. Only in the 10,000th year, they give birth to children. They give birth to children and they disappear from there. There is no death there also. The death, birth, death, old age, disease, everything is in Bharata Varsha. And we only go through all the troubles. So it's like that. So these people are always in youthful form. They never grow old and they never experience any disease also. They all have four arms and wear ornaments of the best Jaining jewels. Every Vaikuntha Vasi has 4 arms. Especially the men. The women will not have, but the men. Some are colored red, some are in yellow color, some are white color. Whatever is the color of the Lord in that Vaikuntha, all the Vaikuntha Vasis will also have the same color. Because they are supposed to have Sarupa Mukti. For example, Bhagavan Hamsa, who is in Vaikuntha, in Chaturbhuja form, his color is white. All his devotees should be white. Bhagavan Sri Ram, it is said that greenish color. All his devotees should be green. And Bhagavan Vishnu and Bhagavan Krishna bluish. His devotees should be in bluish color. So in that way. They wear glittering earrings, Makara Kundala, crown, and Vanamala, garlands, etc. Except Kaustubamani and Srivastha, remaining all are same. Everything else is same for the Vaikuntha Vasis. So that is the description of Vaikuntha Vasis. Nice. That is preaching. This is Bhakti Vaibhav. So this is for you. It is not for everyone. When you come here, you will get more details. In Bhagavad Gita, what Prabhupada writes, our body is made up of 8 elements. Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayu, Kammano, Buddhi, Revacha, Ahankara, Miti, Yamme, Binna, Prakriti, Astuda. The gross body is made up of earth, water, fire, ether. Subtle body is made up of Man, Buddhi, Ahankara. So now you are Bhakti Vaibhav student. Now tell me, what is the gross body made up of? What is the subtle body made up of? How many elements are there in your body? 24 elements. So things will change. So it is like that. Everything will change. So in respect to everything, things will change. The details will add on to it. Change means it's not that things will change completely. You add more and more details, you get more wholesome understanding. Wait. Bharatavarsha is not India.
Bharatvarsha is full.
No, not even full. Not even full. Bharatavarsha is a tract of land in which there are 9 divisions. One division is known as Bharatakanda. That Bharatakanda is our Earth globe. So Bharatavarsha is 9 times bigger than the Earth globe. That is all known as Bharatavarsha. For your information. It is not just India. No. Prithvi is known as Bharatakanda. Like that 9 Prithvis Milke, it is known as Bharatavarsha. So it is like that. It is there everywhere, but here more. Here it is very intense. Because this is a Karma Bhumi. Why it is, will later on in verses, I'm not sure we will come to that verses, especially 23, 24, 25. 3 verses are especially about that. But still, I'll tell you one thing. If somebody has gone to heaven, either by piety or by virtue, they have become the Devatas. Devatas' lifespan is 1 Manvantara. Every Devata, they live for 1 Manvantara. Afterward, they will go back to Godhead. Because they are serving the Lord for such a long time. Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, all these people live for 1 Manvantara. How long it is? 1 Manvantara is how much? अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था 11th चैप्टर में 71 चतुर्युगास 1 चतुर्युगा is सत्या त्रेता द्वापरा कली 43,20,000 years into 71. That is the lifespan of the devatas. And if somebody by performing tapasya or by giving some charity, by being killed in the battlefield, they will be promoted to heaven. They will stay in heaven for 10,000 years. Assume that 10,000 years or 1 lakh years, much less than the devatas lifespan. So now, if somebody has to practice bhakti, it is expected that they should practice bhakti for their entire lifespan. Then only they will be qualified to go back to Godhead. Even though they apparently they have already perfected now, but still they should continue bhakti till the end of the last breath. They can't stop in between and then chalo bye bye. ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते. Now somebody gone to these heavenly planets. For example, Devatas, their lifespan is 1 Manvantara. Even though in the middle, if they want to go to Vaikuntha, they can't go. Brahmaji wahi bola, my dear Lord, because of my position, I'm making mistake after mistake. Now I started trying to test you only. Please, मुझे निवृत्त कर दो, ये position से निकाल दो. I want to come to your abode. I don't want to do this service. Because of the service, I'm in trouble. So till then, Lord Krishna was looking at Brahmaji. Brahmaji often prayers. When Brahmaji started saying this, please release me from my service, Krishna turned around. Because for Krishna to get a person like Brahma is very difficult. Who will do the service? So indirectly telling that, don't worry, I'll forget your mistake, but continue your seva. एक बार सेवा होने के बाद आ जाओ, तब तक आप ही करते रहो. Even Govardhan Leela के बाद इंद्र आया था. He also begged forgiveness, my dear Lord, please forgive me. He also tells same thing. Please release me from my position. Because I'm in position, I'm bewildered by all these thoughts that I'm Indra and the Lord, I should be respected, I should be worshipped, all these things. Please, मुझे निवृत्त कर दो. Lord Krishna says, don't worry. गलती होता रहता है. ऐसे गलती मत करना वापस. दूसरा गलती करो, but सेवा करते रहो. Because to get a person of that caliber is very difficult. That seva has been given to him. He is supposed to do that seva for the assigned time period. Even when Bali Maharaj is sitting on the Indra's throne, throwing Indra away, Lord Vamana came and told, "Aapko Indra banna chahiye? Indra क्यों बनना चाहिए? आप आ जाओ ना वैकुंठा." He said, "No, my dear Lord, I want to become Indra." तो इंद्र बनना है तो next manvantara में बनूं. अभी नहीं बन सकते. अभी पुरंदरा is Indra. Till then, I'll give you a palace. Enjoy there. So Lord called Vishwakarma, construct a palace in Sutraloka. Sutraloka is the abode of Rakshasas, Asuras. But for Bali Maharaj, Vishwakarma himself constructs a special palace. And that is given to Bali Maharaj. Again, then he thought, till now also, the Asuras are keep coming and disturbing him. So my dear friend, this heaven belongs to your forefathers. Hiranyaksha won over the Devatas. Hiranyakashipu was also Lord of the heaven. Your father also Lord of the heaven. And your grandfather, Virochana. Your father, Prahlad, is also Lord of the heaven. It actually belongs to you. So they always used to inspire Bali to fight against Devatas. So now Lord Vamana thinking that if I leave Bali Maharaj in Sutraloka, which is the abode of Asuras, they will again come and disturb him. So Lord Vamana decided to be the gatekeeper of the palace, so that Asuras will not come and disturb Bali Maharaj. So that till the end of the Manvantara, Bali Maharaj will not wage another war against Indra. So that Indra can remain on his seat, he will do his seva, and Bali Maharaj will remain happy within his own palace. The next Manvantara he will become Indra. So this is what it is. If Devatas, even though if they want to go to Vaikuntha, they can't. Even though others who went to Swarga, if they want to go to Vaikuntha, they can't. They have to practice bhakti for such a long time, thousands of years. In Bharatavarsha, if someone is serious, sincere, if they practice sadhana for one lifetime, that is the minimum expected. They can go back to God, Vaikuntha. Any yuga, Kali Yuga 100 years, Dwapar Yuga 1000 years. What is the lifespan? That much you have to practice. Lifespan jitna hai utna to kam se kam karna chahiye. Undeviated bhakti. There is no other way. So it is like that. Huh? In whichever life we do it, that life we are ready to go back to Godhead. If we don't do this life, next life. Huh? No. 100 साल नहीं तो जो भी नॉर्मल एवरेज लाइफ स्पैन है 80-70 जो भी है उतना समय फुल फ्लेड्जेड करना पड़ेगा. अनन्या चिंतन तो मैं भक्ति करना पड़ेगा. हाँ. हाँ. See, Abhi, see, I think all of you are expert, all of you are Matajis. So I'll give a simple example. In a day, we have 3 meals: breakfast, lunch, dinner. Okay. If you have fasted breakfast, if you fasted lunch also, if you are taking dinner, normally on a usual day, you may take 200 grams of prasadam, maybe sai sabji. If you have fasted the whole day, how much prasad you will take? At least little more than that. Same way, if we have not practiced bhakti in our childhood, youth and all, if you are practicing bhakti in our later part of our life, we should practice more bhakti to balance that. That's how we have to balance mathematics. Huh? So I'll give you another example. We have 100 years of lifespan. So we are expected to chant 16 rounds for 100 years. But we have chanted from 51st year onwards. So in those remaining 50 years, we should chant 32 rounds per day to balance the remaining 50 years. So like that, this is an example. So that means if we have started bhakti late, in the remaining part, we should practice it with more intensity. This is my calculations. So we'll go ahead. No, that is only example. I give an example to understand. Bhakti means it consists of all the activities. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoho, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Any of these 9 activities, according to one's interest, one can do. Whichever is making you absorb in bhakti more, try to do that activity more.
But that too only Ananya Bhav. If we don't do it with Ananya Bhav, leave the body, and then next life again get to do for 100 years. It's like that.
See, actually, I'm saying that one intention is simple. After going to Vaikuntha, what you want to do there? How you want to serve the Lord? Some simple words. Lovingly, selflessly, yeah, okay. But I want to serve the Lord wholeheartedly for the pleasure of the Lord. When we are ready to do that here, when we are doing it for a certain amount of time, when we show that I am doing it here, I can do it there also, then Lord will take us back to Godhead. प्रमोशन नहीं स्थानांतरित कर जाएगा. जो इधर कर रहे हैं तो उधर करना है. जब हम इधर करेंगे then we can go there. When we are ready, then we can go there. Yeah. Yeah, that is what is called Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti means kuch aur ichha nahi जीवन मन में. So now I am serving you. हाँ, और इच्छा पूरा करेंगे ना. हाँ, वही है ना, बलि महाराज का वही हुआ था. भगवान ने बोला आप आ जाओ मेरे साथ, तो बोले मुझे इंद्र बनने का. वो बनू. हनुमान जी को भी वही हुआ. भगवान राम जाते समय पूछा था उनको, चलो हमारे साथ चलेंगे. हनुमान जी बोले मुझे इधर रहने का, सेवा करने का थोड़ा सा. सो हाँ, देन बोला अभी ब्रह्म बनू. सेवा मतलब in this material world one can do the biggest seva is Brahma seva, Brahma's position. Because Brahma seva is the biggest seva in the entire universe. So Hanumanji was given that service. So my dear Hanumanji, you become Brahma next time, so that you can serve me. You can serve me the great way. So Hanumanji will become the next Brahma whenever Brahma will change. It's like that. If somebody wants to serve in that great capacity, one can serve. Yes, Mataji.
प्रभु जी, आपने जैसे कहा कि हनुमान जी विल बी द नेक्स्ट ब्रह्मा, लेकिन हम देखते हैं कि ये जो हर युग में भगवान वही रूप में आते हैं, राइट? अभी इसमें त्रेता में अगर राम बन के आए तो नेक्स्ट त्रेता में भी भगवान राम बन के आएंगे.
नहीं, नेक्स्ट त्रेता में भगवान राम नहीं आएगा. भगवान राम आएगा अगला दिन में, ब्रह्मा जी का अगला दिन में आएगा. हर युग में भगवान नहीं आते. ब्रह्मा जी का एक दिन में हर अवतार एक बार ही आते हैं, बार बार नहीं आते. भगवान श्री राम, भगवान श्री कृष्ण, वामना, मत्स्य, कूर्मा, ये सब they will only come once in a day of Brahma, not in every yuga.
So in next day of Brahma again Hanuman ji and Ram Bhagwan will come.
Yes.
तो जो अभी सेम जो एपिसोड चल रहा है वही एपिसोड फिर से रिपीट होगा.
फिर से रिपीट होगा with some changes, little bit changes here and there. It will repeat once again.
Thank you.
Brahma will live for 100 years. After the 100 years, Hanumanji will become Brahma. Till then, Hanumanji will be Hanuman only. Hanumanji also has got another name, Chiranjeeva. Chiranjeeva matlab one who can live for the entire day of Brahma. So Hanumanji lives for the entire day of Brahma. The next day again he will come. He will again continue the pastimes of Lord Ram. He will be there in this universe only till the end of this Brahma's lifespan. He will not go because it's Chiranjeevi. He has no death. He will live for the entire day of Brahma. And next day also again he will come. He will assist Lord Ram in his pastimes when he comes. And when Lord Ram is not there, he is there around serving devotees. Again he will continue like that. So whatever the lifespan of Brahma, that is the lifespan of Hanumanji. Who is the source of Hanumanji?
Surya.
Nine.
Pavan Putra, na? He is a Pavan Putra.
Yeah. Pavan is not Surya. Pavan is Vayu. Vayu. So Hanumanji is not different from Vayu. Whether Hanumanji may be there, may not be there, but Vayu will be there always. Vayu's lifespan is also like that of Brahma. Okay. And that Vayu will become Hanumanji next time.
And Prabhuji, one more question. You have told that Diti had kept Hiranyaksha at 1000 years in his womb.
No,
right?
no, 100 years. 100 years.
Sorry. 100 years. तो ये जो दीति का एपिसोड है वो पृथ्वी लोक में था या स्वर्ग लोक में? क्योंकि स्वर्ग लोक के देवता हिल गए.
स्वर्गलोक में हुआ था.
अच्छा, ये स्वर्ग लोक में हुआ था.
स्वर्गलोक में हो रहा था, बट बात हो रहा है हमारा बीच में. तो हमारा दिनगण के हिसाब से बताया गया है. Because it is told to us, so they will tell us in our calendar. So in that way, our 100 years only. Our entire lifespan, that many years. The children were.
Hiranyaksha or Hiranyakashipu born in Swargaloka, right?
Yes, in Swargaloka. So one thing for you, connecting point. Normally outside we hear that Lord Rama comes in every Treta Yuga, Lord Narsingha comes in every Satya Yuga, and Lord Krishna comes in every Dwapara Yuga, and Kalki will come in every Kali Yuga. And when you come to ISKCON, we hear that all these avatars come every time, but Lord Krishna, Goloka Krishna, he will come only once in a day of Brahma, but Dwaraka Krishna will come every time. In the beginning days of ISKCON, we hear like that. But now we are in Bhakti Vaibhav. In Bhakti Vaibhav, all the avatars comes once in a day of Brahma. So it's like. they have their own respective time. They don't come very often. Only at that time they come. Once in a day of Brahma only. Lord Narasimha came in Chakshusha Manvantara, not the recent Trita Yuga. Chakshusha Manvantara he came. 6th Manvantara.
6 Manvantara, right?
Not even in this Manvantara. Lord Varaha, Lord Matsya, Lord Kurma, and Lord Narasimha, they all came in Chakshusha Manvantara. And in the 7th Manvantara, current 7th Manvantara, during the 7th Chaturyuga, Lord Vamana appeared. In the 21st Chaturyuga, Lord Parashurama appeared. In the 24th Chaturyuga, Lord Rama appeared. Lord Rama did not appear the recent Treta Yuga. Lord Rama appeared 3 Treta Yugas before. Now 28. In 24th he appeared. So it is like that.
And Krishna in this Manvantara, right? 5,000 years ago, Krishna came. Means it is in 28th Manvantara, he came as a Krishna avatar.
Yes. Lord Krishna appeared in the recent Dwapara Yuga. And Lord Balaji came down in the previous Kali Yuga. At the beginning of the previous Kali Yuga. In this Manvantara. Just previous last Kali Yuga, he came down. Mother Lakshmi also came in the previous Manvantara only, Kolhapur. So both of them came together, one after the other.
प्रभु जी फिर एक और कंफ्यूजन है कि ये अगले मनवंतर में आए थे, राइट? तो फिर आंशिक प्रलय में सब चला गया होगा, तो अगेन व्हेन ब्रह्मा अदर डेज कम आउट, तो ये सब वैसे के वैसे एस्टेब्लिश हुआ क्या?
Yes, they will repeat with some changes. They will again repeat in every day of Brahma. Okay, we'll move on. We'll get into Vaikuntha. Yatra chadyapumanaste Bhagavan Shabda Gocharaha Sattvam Vishtabhya Virajam Swanam no Mrudayan Vrisha.
Who is the original person and who can be understood through the Vedic literature. He is full of uncontaminated mode of goodness with no place for passion or ignorance. He contributes religious progress for the devotees.
There in Vaikuntha, the Supreme Lord, the original person, the form of the highest Dharma, attainable by the Vedas, established in pure Sattva, gives pleasure to us, his devotees. Lord Brahma is telling that the Supreme Lord resides in this Vaikuntha just above Satyaloka, and he is the responsible for them to take care of this entire Manvantara, and he takes care of us. As a result of that, we are all surrendered to him, and he always maintains us by giving us happiness. And that Lord who is there in this Vaikuntha, as of now, he himself appeared as Vamana to Aditi. And he himself came down as Tirumala Srinivasa. He is the same Lord, he is not different from him. And he himself in his expansion form, guarding the palace of Bali Maharaj. So it is like that. And Acharya say that it is the Manvantara Avatara appears as Yuga Avatara in each Yuga. Because it is the whole and sole responsibility of the Manvantara Avatara to take care of that Manvantara period. Whenever there are some Asuras, it is he appears and kills the Asuras. And whenever there is Dharma Vyatikrama, it is he comes in the form of Acharya and Avatara, Yuga Avatara, he teaches Yuga Dharma. For Satya Yuga, the Hamsa Avatara. For Treta Yuga, the Yajna Avatara. For Dwapara Yuga, the Vasudeva Avatara. His name is Vasudeva, but he is not Krishna. He is Yuga Avatara. He is also called as Vasudeva. In Kali Yuga, the Gaur Narayana. Whoever it is, not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In every Kali Yuga, the person who comes is known as Gaur Narayana. And these four personalities are expansion of Manvantara Avatara. It is his responsibility to make sure that in that particular Yuga, that Yuga Dharma is spread always. Whenever there is a decline, again either he comes or he sends some representatives, they will again make it up. Again when it goes down, again somebody will come and raise it up. Again when it goes down, somebody will come and raise it up. Sometimes the Yuga Avatara will come directly, sometimes he will send some empowered acharyas. So that there will be the maintenance of Dharma. So that is how he does all these things. When Lord Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, when Leela Avataras come, all these Yuga Avatara, Manvantara Avatara, they all enter into them and they do their activities and lead these activities. For example, when Krishna came, within Krishna entered the Purusha Avatara, Guna Avatara, Manvantara Avatara, Yuga Avatara, everyone entered and they were doing their activities and Krishna is doing his activities. Krishna did not come to kill the Asuras. Lord Krishna came to what is that? Show how he deals with his intimate devotees, his own his eternal associates like Vrajavasis, Dwarkavasis, Madhuravasis. That was the main pastime of Lord Krishna. And all other things are happening by the Manvantara Avatara, Yuga Avatara, all these Avatara, that Avatara. They were only killing all the demons. Established in Shuddha Sattva with name, form, qualities, and pastimes, all Shuddha Sattva. The form of the Supreme Dharma gives pleasure to us. The Dharma personified, the Supreme Lord, is always giving pleasure to us because he is maintaining us. Whenever there is some problem, we have someone to take shelter and he will immediately take care of us. So that's why they are all comfortable and happy. And he is that Lord. And this Lord is being worshipped by everyone in Vaikuntha. All the male, female, plants, birds, every living entity in the Vaikuntha, their whole sole purpose is to serve the Lord. How to please the Lord. In pleasing the Lord, they experience pleasure. So that is the motive of all these people. So there was a shloka spoken in Artha Samhita. This is one of the Vedic literatures. Sri Vaishnavas quote this shloka very often. They say that the purpose of human life should be revolving around this. Our human life is all meant for understanding these 5 things, nothing more than that. Prapyasya Brahmano Rupam. We should understand what is the form of Supreme Personality of Godhead, who the Lord is, what are his Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, etc. All these things. And Praptuscha Pratyagatmana. We should also understand what is our constitutional position. Atma ka asli sarup kya hai? As of now, if somebody asks who are you, I may say Pandu Santoju or Pavaneshwar Das or so many things. I have so many identities in connection to my body, parents, village, town, state, language, and current ashrama, current varna, etc. So many designations are there. But asli identity of the Atma that we understand. And then Praptupayam. In order to get these 2, one is Pratyagatma, other one is Brahmana Rupam. What is the means? What is the procedure we should follow? What is the sadhana we should follow? That we should understand. And Phalam Chaiva. After understanding that, what you will do? Okay. The procedure is sadhana bhakti. The result is sadhya bhakti, prema bhakti. So we should understand both. What is sadhana bhakti, how to execute that? What is prema bhakti, how to execute that? This also we need to understand. And tata prapti virodhisha. In doing so, what are the obstacles that you are going to get and how you will overcome? That also we should know. These are the 5 things which we should understand because these are the 5 things are the essence of all the Vedic literatures. Vadanti sakala veda sa itihasa puranaka. Vedas, itihasas and Puranas are all talking about these 5 things only, nothing more than that. Our life should revolve around these 5 things only, nothing more than that. Whatever we are doing should be beyond these 5 things. With that, one can come back to Godhead. In our VTA, Gaurang Prabhu once, he did not quote this shloka, but he told, where are you right now? Where you want to go? What is the means to go there? And what do you do after going there? And what are the obstacles on the path? These are the 5 things we should know. He was telling that anyone comes with any philosophy, ask these 5 questions. So based on that, their answers, you decide whether that can be followed or not. Where are we? Where we want to go? What is the procedure to go there? After going there, what I will do? And what are the obstacles on the path? So these are the 5 things. So in doing this, we need to tackle 4 things. Swa Tattva Brahma. Our identity, so many philosophers will speak so many things. Somebody say this, somebody say that. So we need to understand what we are really from Vedic literature, Guru Sadhu Shastra. And Paratattva Brahma. Some people will say Brahman is the highest, some say Paramatma is the highest, some say Bhagavan is the highest. So we should be clear about that. Sadhya, sadhana, Brahma. Some say karma, some say jnana, some say yoga, some say bhakti. We need to clear about that. And sadhya, some say going to heaven is the ultimate goal. Some say going to Brahman is the ultimate goal. Some say getting Mistisiddhi is the ultimate goal. Some say going to Vaikuntha is the ultimate goal. We should be clear about that. And Virodhi Vishaya Brahma. In this material world, people say that purpose of life is eat, sleep, and be merry. So many things. When we want to take bhakti, there are so much opposition in this world. When we put tilak, so much opposition. When we start chanting, so much opposition. When we eat only prasad, so much opposition. When we don't eat non-veg, so much opposition. So we need to tackle all these things. That is Virodhi Vishaya Brahma. So we need to get through all these Virodas. Yatra Nishreyasam Nama Vanam Kamadu Gairdrumai Sarvartu Sri Bir Vibrajat Kaivalyam Iva Murtimat. Yeah. Now, first, from far distant, you see all greenery. That is called Nishreyasa forest. In that place, a forest named Nishreyasa shines with trees, which are bliss incarnate, fulfilling all desires, bearing flowers and fruits of all seasons. If you remember in the first canto, introducing Bhagavatam, there was a mention about this word Nishreyasa. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam. Uttama Shloka Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi. Nishreyasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasti Ayanam Mahat. First, I heard this verse from Radha Gopinath Prabhu in one of the Bhagavatam classes. So he was telling that there are two things, Preyas and Shreyas. Preyas are those things which we want immediately, right now. And Shreyas are those things which we want ultimately. What is giving us ultimate benefit. So the Vaikuntha is the ultimate benefit to us. So everything that is there in the Vaikuntha is all Nishreyasa. So starting with the forest, all the plants are all Nishreyasa. They are all, as Prabhupada mentions, that they are all wish fulfilling trees. All plants are wish fulfilling trees in Vaikuntha. Kaivalyam Iva Murtimat means that all of the trees are Nitya Siddhas, filled with bliss without any interruption. It is said that the birds are all Atma Rama without any material desires. In NOD, we have studied that in Vaikuntha, all the trees are in Shantaras. They are experiencing bliss continuously, but they are in Shantaras. So now, firstly, it is explained about the trees. When you look into the horizon, you see something below and something above. Below there are forest, and in the ether there are Vimanas. All the Vaikuntha Vimanas are moving right and left. Vaimanika Salalanas Charitani Shashvat Gayanti Yatra Shamala Kshapanani Bhartuhu Antarjaleonu Vikasam Madhumadaveenam Gandena Kandita Diyopi Anilam Kshipanta.
I think the group they derive which are fragments.
Here in this world, all around us, we have a fixed home. All of us in Mumbai, we may be living in our own home or rented home or whatever. That is a fixed home. In the heavens, And in the spiritual world, they don't have any fixed home. Everyone have Vimana. The Vimana itself is their home. The Vimana itself is their vehicle to travel anywhere they want. Huh? Ah. Whatever stars that we see in the night, they are all Vimanas only. Every star is a Vimana. For example, we have not yet gone, but we'll very soon we'll read that. Kardama Muni, in order to please his wife, he created a aerial mansion. That whatever that aerial mansion had, everything will be there in all these Vimanas. Within the Vimana, there is a palace, there is a garden, there is a waterfall, there are plants, gardens, fruit garden and flower garden, temple, everything will be there in that. And their dimensions are also mentioned in the Puranas. The stars vary from half yojana to 100 yojanas. 1 yojana is 13 kilometers roughly. Half yojana means how much? 6.5 kilometers. Assume that it is like a flat and it's a circular Vimana. The diameter is about 6.5 kilometers. From here to the other, how much it will be? How many kilometers? From here to the other. That much is the size of the Vimana, and that much is given to one pious soul when they go to heaven. That is their own home. And the maximum is 100 yojanas. That means 1300 kilometers from Bombay to Vijayawada, the central India. That much big is the Vimana size. That much is given to one couple. Like that in Vaikuntha also, every couple has their own Vimana. That is their home. That is their vehicle. Wherever they want, they can go. This is how people live in the heaven and spiritual world. Here, people fight for the home. 1 square feet. So it's like that. In Vaikuntha planet, the inhabitants fly in their airplanes, accompanied by their wives and consorts, and eternally sing of the character and activities of the Supreme Lord, which are devoid of all inauspicious qualities. While singing, they criticize the wind, since it distracts their minds with its perfume of honey laden Madhavi flowers, which had blossomed inside the water. There are two things. While they were traveling in that aerial mansion, so they are going away in the sky. But beneath the sky, there is a lot of gardens, flower gardens are there. The flowers are emitting wonderful fragrance. And while they are busy singing glories of the Lord, there is a fragrance coming. They are telling, oh, flower plant, why are you sending so much fragrance? You want to distract me? You can't do it. I am busy singing Lord's glories. You can't disturb me. Even when they halt somewhere to take morning bath or afternoon bath, evening bath, when they are taking bath in the water lake, in the lake also there are so many wonderful lilies, water lilies, lotus, etc. They are also emitting a lot of fragrance. And then they say, we are busy singing Lord's glories. You want to distract us? Not possible. You can't do it. So like that. That is how this shloka is said. That means, in spite of having all the facilities for mental enjoyment, they are not at all distracted by any such things. They are completely engaged in describing the Lord's glories. This is the mentality of Vaikuntha. When we can do that here, we are ready to go there. Simple. Who can go there? What one is doing there, if one can do here, one can go there. Yeah, actually, I forgot the point. Why I showed the shloka from Artha Samhita? In the scriptures, time and again, they describe what the spiritual will look like. Because we always say that the purpose of life is to go back home, back to Godhead. We are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra because we want to go back home, back to Godhead. What do you mean by go back to Godhead? What is back to Godhead? This is back to Godhead. This is Vaikuntha. This kind of plants, this kind of people, this kind of living entities are there in Vaikuntha. So I want to be part of that. So we should know where we want to, where we are trying to go, or where we want to go. What is there in that place? What we are going to do there? So we should know. Isliye, here and there in the Bhagavatam, there is a description of Vaikuntha. So that we are sure where we are trying to go and why we are going and what we are going to do there. And what kind of training we should go through here. If we are not compatible to that kind of culture, when we go there, it will be problem to us, problem to them also. So it's like that. So that's why. हाँ उसके लिए भी ट्रेनिंग है ना, और ट्रेनिंग हमको बताने के लिए 10th कैंटो में पास्ट टाइम्स है ना. दिस इज वैकुंठ डिस्क्रिप्शन, 10th कैंटो चैप्टर 1 to 40 वृंदावन डिस्क्रिप्शन. Whatever they are doing every day, if you are doing that here as a practice, then you are ready to go there. Everything. Not only milking cows, everything they are doing. Not only milking a cows, you take care of the cow. You milk the cow, heat the milk, make into yogurt, churn, make butter, make sweets, and bhagwan ko khilao. Now sab associated activities, everything. So when one is ready to all these things, when one is ready to live like a cowherd family member, then one can go to Goloka. That's why Mother Lakshmi is not able to enter into Rasalila, because she is not able to give up her identity. When one is able to give up one's identity and can become like Vrajavasis, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Naham Vipra Nachanarapatir, Napi Vaishyo na Sudro, Naham Varni Nachakulapatir. So I am neither Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. I am neither Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Who am I? Gopi Bhartur Padakamalayur Dasa Dasano Dasa. So Dasa Dasano Dasa means it is not only a word. It's actually when we take training like the Vrajavasis, when lead a life like the Vrajavasis, then we can go there. Not just by hearing, after practicing it. If one want to become a Gopa, they should take training like a Gopa, taking care of the cows for one lifetime completely. Then only one can go to Golok Vrindavan. So it is like that. There is in the Nectar of Devotion, if you remember, there is a concept of Ragatmika Bhakta and Raganuga Bhakta. The Vrajavasis are known as Ragatmika Bhaktas. And the Sadhakas is supposed to become Raganuga Bhaktas. So Raganuga Bhakta means Raga Anuga. They want to follow the Ragatmika Bhaktas. Following means not in the words, in action. So the way Mother Yashoda is serving Lord Krishna, if one want to become like a mother of Mother Yashoda, like any Vrajavasi mother, one should act like mother for one lifetime. Then one can become ready to go there and continue the same seva. So without practicing just by hearing, not possible. Whatever we hear, we should put into practice, then only it is possible. Yesterday evening in the Bhakti Vaibhav class, we were talking about, there was Falashruti verse. We were discussing from 6th canto, that Ajamila pastime. It is said that whoever hears Ajamila pastime will go to Vaikuntha. So I was telling, it is not just by hearing. Hearing means practice. Hearing will follow automatically practice. When we hear, we are supposed to put in the action. Without action, nothing will come. Whatever Ajamila did after going to Haridwar for the 12 years, if we do that with that intensity, then we also go like Ajamila went to Vaikuntha, we'll also go to Vaikuntha. So that is a same way, this also. See, that is okay. That is ultimately in the sense, Enakena Prakarena Manakrishna Niveshes. That is the first step, but that is not the last step. Last step, we have to practically demonstrate. Theoretically, we may say so many philosophies. Till the time we don't practically demonstrate, other person will not accept. We may say that I'm capable, I can do. Karke dikao na. When we show in action, then they are convinced, okay, yes, you can do. You are not only a spokesperson, you can also do in action. So, करके दिखाना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो पास नहीं मिलेगा. At least this is my understanding as far as whatever I have heard and read.
So how it's
So according to time plus circumstances, it may be difficult exactly. provided within the given circumstances, whatever is possible, that much we can do, then okay. If you are able to do this much, so baki bhi kar sakte. So like that. So like Mother Yashoda Andal is there. They are not only taking care of the cows, they are also taking care of all household affairs. So in that way, if you do, that is also fine. Matlab, in the home, we have deity, Lord Krishna as Bal Gopal, and seeing Krishna as a person within our home, and just the way we take care of our children, we take care of Bal Gopal in all other aspects. We may not have cow. We may get cow milk from a bona fide source and do the needful remaining things, something like that. So this is like just to applying to the practical day-to-day affairs. So in that way we can see. If the opportunity is there, it is best. If it is not there, jitna tak hai utna tak karke dikhana hai. So like that. No problem. I'm telling that is all fine. But okay, that is one thing. But other thing also is there, na. So 2 days back, I had a Bhagavatam class. I wanted to speak about one verse, but I did not have much time to discuss that. This verse is there in the Bhagavad Gita, last verse, which comes 2 times in the Bhagavad Gita. Manmana bhava matbhakto madhyaji manamamaskuru. सब वर्सेस मिक्स कर दो भगवत गीता का, इधर का मावै सत्यम ते आत्मानं प्रतिजाने प्रियोस्मे. Okay, so basically Lord Krishna said that if you do these 4 things, I'll make sure that you will come to me. But these 4 things are not some superficial things. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji manam namaskuru, offering obeisances and worshipping you, and then thinking about you in mind, and then becoming your devotee. Not that much. Acharyas explain that whatever is in your possession, you should give to the Lord. And Lord says, if you give me whatever you have, I'll give you whatever I have. So what we have, at max, our body, and to some extent, whatever is given to us from our ancestors, the possessions, everything we offer in the service of Supreme Lord, this is what we have. And when we offer in service of Supreme Lord, and Lord says, I'll give you everything that I have. First of all, Lord will give himself to us. Because just the way we are offering our body and everything, the Lord will give himself to us. So this is, both are improportional. But Lord is only seeing the concept, not the magnitude. If you give whatever you have, I'll give whatever I have. But what he has is unlimited. What we have is nothing in front of that. But are we ready to give whatever we have? So when we give, when we are ready, then we can go to Vaikuntha. That is understanding. So it's already 1:30. It's late only. We'll just do this one verse. Maybe a couple of sentences are there, and then okay. Yeah, same thing which I have told, na. As they were traveling in the Vimana, when the fragrance of the Madhavi flowers is coming from the forest, they say that why are you disturbing us? We are busy chanting the mantras, chanting the glories of the Supreme Lord. Even when they are taking bath in the water lakes, the flower emitting a lot of wonderful fragrance. They are again scolding at the flowers. Why are you disturbing us? Keep quiet. We are busy. Even while doing bath also, they are glorifying the Supreme Lord. So for us, at least, while chanting, let us remember the Lord. That is more than enough. Other times we don't know. So this is the difference between us and the Vaikuntha. So like that, in the next verses, there is a discussion about how the plants and how the birds and animals, they actually show respect to others, and how they take care of without envy, etc. All these things are described. So that is the mentality of Vaikuntha. Why? Because these things are mentioned, because there is a connection to this. When Jaya Vijaya, they are stopping Four Kumaras. Four Kumaras say that, you think that somebody will enter into Vaikuntha and cause trouble to Lord Vishnu? Lord Vishnu is the source of the entire universe. No one can harm Vishnu. And you people are blocking us, thinking that we are envious of Lord Vishnu, we are enemies of Lord Vishnu, we come and trouble Lord Vishnu. You people are not fit to be in Vaikuntha. You people better stay in the Bharatavarsha. Because Bharatavarsha people always think that he is my friend, he is my enemy. Because it is a place of dualities. So better go there. Or lower planetary systems. Because here, all these entities, they are non-envious. They are cooperative with each other. They are always engaged in glorifying the Supreme Lord. One who is not able to do that is not fit to in Vaikuntha, fit to stay in Vaikuntha. They will be sent to lower planetary system, Boloka, Borloka, Sarkaloka, etc. That is a connection and background for this entire pastime. So we'll stop here. We'll continue from this 18th verse in the next class. Hare Krishna. Online class. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna ji, thank you very much. So next